Hello, I'm Keith Stevens. I'm a co-founder of V4 Now, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about pricing. So I've been getting a lot of questions lately about where is the pricing going to go with IPv4. This is not a positive answer. The overall internet usage on IPv6 right now is no more than about, I think, nearly 20%. And the sad situation regarding that is that we're estimating, and a lot of important people are estimating, that it's going to be another at least 2 to 3 years, maybe 5, till there is sufficient IPv6 usage that IPv4 won't be as important. That's going to cause a problem. See, if you have a look at this from Retivio here, this is what they were talking about last year. And as you see there, at the end of 2017, we've got pricing in the, hovering around the $15, $16 mark. Well, a year later, and there's a bit of an interesting scale graph there, but a year later, we're about probably there on the scale, and we are hitting the trajectory here that these guys predicted a year ago. So we're around the $18, $19. We're about to hit the 20. That means that next year we're going to be seeing probably pricing around the $25 mark. The thing that most people fail to understand, it's not like selling cars or houses. It's not property. It's like, imagine having only a certain amount of houses left. And the issue here is that IPv4 is a non-renewing resource. There's only so much of it, and it's getting every day, it's getting less and less and less. Every transaction of /18, 17, 16, 15, 14s, and the big ones like the /8s. Now there's a couple out there, the military have got them, and they may let them to the market, but they are going to be absorbed so quickly by people who desperately need them, and they're going to be paying millions and millions and millions of dollars. So that's the problem at the moment, is we're getting strange requests for IPv4 addressing, and people are putting bids like $5, $10. And you know what? And this is sad because a lot of people are coming from developing nations, and where they didn't get much allocation early on, and this is a really bad situation because they have to buy their way into internet capacity. So they can go for IPv6. They're going to have a lot of trouble, or spending a lot of money on carrier grade NAT to be able to talk to the IPv4 world, which is the dominant world for a while. There is nothing really that Google or anyone else can do that can push this along. It's going to take a long time till IPv6 is commonly straight to the edge all the way through to the user. And it's just the way the internet was built. Now, what this means is we've been doing a lot of /18s at the moment, and we've got 17s coming, and I think 16s, and we've all the way down to /24s. I think we sold a couple of 24s today. And brokered. You don't really sell. And the price across the board is no less than 16 for something really small to 18 for /18s. I think we're starting to get our sellers demanding like $19. And some of them, they're not going to get it because of the size, the origin, the reputation. What we talk about reputation is, if you go to, I think it's stats.rap.net, you'll be able to punch a range in and get a reputation report, kind of. Now, if a range was used or abused for spam or something else, that's not good. But also, if it's more than like a month old, then it's pretty much gone. And as long as you've cleaned it up. if it's a year or two old, is not really it shouldn't affect the price. But the buyer is the one who will look at it or see our report on it, and they'll be able to make their own judgment. Now, what does this really mean? It means that by the end of this year, it's the 20th of September today, we're about $18 pushing 19. I think we'll push the $20 mark in October, towards the end. I think we'll push the November, December, and we'll push the 21, 22, and I think by about May next year we'll be near about 23, 24. And because the resources are getting less and less, we actually had times a few months ago when we had almost no inventory. And I think at one point we had absolutely zero. It just got absorbed very quickly. There's a lot of big countries out there, Middle East, China, that are absolutely desperate for content. IPv4. And because a lot of content obviously sits on that, and they're producing, and their markets are growing massively. India's got like 100 million people needs to get on, China probably even more, and a lot of countries have got almost no capacity. So you need to understand that if you're getting address space with 65,000 addresses in it, a $1 increase, US dollars, is another $65,000 you're going to have to pay. $65,000. And obviously that's related across the board. There's not really much we can do about that. We don't set the prices. We also don't inflate the prices. We, as V4 Now, get no benefit from the cost of the price. If the IP address sells at $5 or $50 or $500, we actually make the same money on our introduction sort of fees to make the whole brokering process happen. We charge a flat rate, so it's not in our interests to push it high. There are brokers out there, quite a few of them, that it is in their interest to push prices up, and they are some of the big players that are dealing with all the big ranges in the US especially, and they want it to be big. They get paid on commission, on a percentage fee, and they want the price pushed up. There is nothing that anyone can really do about this. The IPv4 that's available is getting smaller and smaller by the day. We're all literally searching and scrounging for it. And there might come some pockets. The US military or some other big organisation, Apple, General Electric, a few others, General Motors I think actually as well. If they sold their /8, it might flood the market for a period. Price will go down? I don't actually think so at all. With the amount of queries we're getting and the amount of content, the amount of demand, I think pricing isn't going to be impacted by any major release to the market because there's only so much of it, and there's not very, very much of it. I think /8 is worth about $500 billion. No one's going to be playing silly games with that. So right now we're getting a few /18s through. I think 17, and they're going quickly. We've had 18s get registered with us, and in the same day, because they were asking for a reasonable price, and snapped up. We've got 18s and even 17s that people are trying to push a little bit too high what they want, and that can happen, and it will actually happen. If someone says to me, "Hey, I've got a /18 and I want $25," they're going to get it, and that's a lot of money. That's hundreds of thousands of dollars extra, but they might have to wait another 6 months to a year to get that. So, unfortunately, this is the situation with regards to V4 Now and how we try to help people to get the addressing that they need, and try to help people that have got address space that they want to pass or into the market. So, I do encourage you that if you're a developing nation or you're a small company, that you need to find this sooner or later, because if you wait and the price has gone up and up and up and up and up by tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, it's going to cause serious problems on your company, your business, and your ability to service your clients. Or you're going to be spending a lot of money big hardware doing CGNAT and similar things like that. Okay, everybody, not the best news for the buyers, probably good news for the sellers. But that's the situation. Hopefully we will be doing some more updates soon. My name is Steve Stevens. I'm the co-founder of V4 Now, the only broker in Australia and the first broker in the Asia Pacific region in APNIC. And we also service Ripe and Aaron and the others. We're trustworthy, we've got hundreds of transactions, and we will look after you and we make sure things go very, very smoothly. Have a good time, everybody. See you later.